Ladies and gentlemen, I've had so many requests over the last week for more Marvel Strike Force gameplay. This game has been blowing up recently. They've been updating the game so much, so rapidly over the last week as well. Like, tons of stuff has changed. They've actually addressed a lot of kind of the big day one issues and frustrations and kind of split up brackets and stuff. So they're really working to make this game the best it can possibly be. But anyway, what I want to do today is I want to showcase some level 50 raid gameplay, because there's so many people out there that are thirsty for that end game content, the pro tips, the pro strategy, and hopefully today I want to do my best to kind of walk through the raid and also talk through kind of some of the strategy that I'm using at the moment to efficiently deal with a lot of the paths and, you know, what kind of what I'm trying to do in various fights. So yeah, we're going to start off here. We're going to go for the left side, and pretty much depending on which side you go, you get very like different experience in the raid. Like left is very much Guardians of the Galaxy. If you go kind of middle, it's very much like kind of Defenders and Mercenaries. Kind of middle right is again Defenders and Mercenaries, and then far right is Shield and a lot of Nick Fury stuff. I think by far the hardest path to deal with in full is probably the far right toward the back. Like, Nick Fury is a massive pain in the ass. But today we're going to go for kind of the middle one, which is the Guardians of the Galaxy kind of, what is it? Yeah, stuff on the left-hand side. Kree, and this is the team for the most part that I think is really good for just general clearing in the level 50 raids. So you have Drax, who is kind of your immediate bulk tank. Like, he starts with Taunt, and you also have a second Taunt ability that you can use as soon as his turn begins, and also area of effect abilities are so powerful when it comes to especially fights where you have to clear multiple waves, and especially on this path, there are a lot of fights where it starts off with like a fairly easy wave. There isn't too much to worry about, and then a second wave comes in. So a lot of the strategy today is hopefully going to be kind of saving up those special attacks, you know, to deal with and burst down the kind of threat targets as quickly as possible. But first off, we have a node, and this one has 10 enemies remaining. So we have a few Ravengers and a few Kree, and we have Nebula in the middle. I think in terms of this, the priority target to get down is Nebula, so we're going to start off with a single target on Gamora, single target also on Yondu there. They don't have any way to dispel my taunt from Drax, so Drax is going to be soaking up a lot of the early damage here. But a little bit of a cleave on Gamora, man. Took quite a bit of damage there. I love Gamora to pieces, but one of the cons of the character is she, yeah, she doesn't have much armor, so she's very susceptible to pretty much every sort of damage. But we want to get Nebula down. I don't know if this is going to be enough. It was very close, but we can get Nebula down next turn. It's a very easy cleave target now for the Gamora to deal with. I think we're going to gamble. We're going to use the ultimate on the Ravager Stitcher. Hopefully, it's going to get the Ravager Stitcher down. Bit of a gamble here. Oh, so close, man. That is very unfortunate. Right, we're just going to go ahead, use the taunt on Drax. Again, I want him to be soaking up as much damage as possible here. And yeah, oh man, I'm so gutted that didn't get the Ravager Stitcher down. That would have been so great, because if Gamora's ultimate gets a kill, then yeah, she gets another turn there. But I'm just going to use Yondu now just to kind of clear up a little bit of a mess that we made there. One more level, man, one more level, a little bit more gear, upgrade, and Gamora, she's one-shotting that Stitcher there. But yeah, the safer play would have been to go for what is it, the dude at the back that was like half health, and then just finish Nebula off with the second one. But we'll just use the single target beat down on this Ravager here, get him down straight in the bin. Now for this next wave, I think we're going to summon a couple of Ravengers on Yondu, because they have oh wait, we only got one, and it's just the healing one, so that really wasn't too great. The double blaster summon is the ultimate role for something like this. I think we're going to use the Earthquake on Quake, just because that Gamora and Cyborg, just get them down as quickly as possible. Puts us in a really good position now with a turn up for Gamora. Now, we have the option, if we want to one-shot everything with Rocket, but I feel like I'm going to save his ultimate for the next fight, because we can finish off some stuff hopefully quite nicely here. So Drax, he returns fire on the Gamora with a counterattack, which is perfect there. I'm just trying to think in terms of kill order. I think I'm going to try and go for the Kree Noble here. Yeah, not too bad. Right, we're going to use the second, which gives us a bonus turn, and we should be able to... oh, did this guy get defense up? Don't know where he got that from, man. I swear Kree Oracle didn't have that before, but he went down fairly easily there. So yeah, just MVPs, and we now have our ultimate ability loaded up on Rocket Raccoon for the next fight. And there is a Yondu and also Gamora to deal with fairly immediately. So Yondu is going to, what is it, get rid of the taunt on my Drax, which is going to be a little bit annoying. So maybe Drax, you know, if you wanted to play like super efficiently, maybe Drax isn't the best character to necessarily bring into this next matchup. But hey, it's not going to be too bad at all. As soon as we get to that Rocket's ultimate ability, that's going to get a lot of our problem targets down. So like, yeah, we got a double hit on the Gamora there from the first attack. But already, like, Drax, he's already soaked up quite a bit of damage there, so that's not too bad at all. So I think what I'll probably do here, bit of a choice. Do we want to actually... She's just got the speed up, right? Okay, so we're just going to go for the Gamora here with the single target Yaka arrow. And wait till Rocket's turn comes. He's a little bit slower than some of the other people. I think he's a little bit faster than Quake, though. There we go. We'll use the ultimate on Rocket. That should get both the Yondu and Gamora down. Who are the kind of priority targets to deal with there. And then we just have Nebula and the Scree Reaper to get down, so we're just going to apply the slow to both of them. And I think next up, it really doesn't matter who we kill in what order. Let's have a look if the speed bar's much of a problem. Yeah, I think we'll go for potentially the Nebula next. Do we want to gamble? Let's see if we can actually get this Nebula down with Gamora's ultimate ability. Yeah, wonderful. Coming in clutch there. So now we're going to use the second, and that should get the that target down. Then we'll go for the Kree Reaper, and we are done. And that's why I love Gamora, man. She's just great for cleaning up fights like that. Drax putting that man in the bin. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the second node cleared. And the characters, you know, they've taken minimal damage so far. We haven't had to use a healer. Next up, we've got a boss fight, but also both Quake and Yondu's ultimate abilities are fairly fully charged here. So I think they all come down at once. Now, we do have a Yondu that is fairly immediate in this one. So I'm thinking of swapping out Drax for... Maybe like a Captain America, just so I can funnel more ability energy just into the area of effect of characters, so we can nuke some of these opponents down a little bit quicker here. Right, so we're queuing up, and our priority target here is, we want Yondu, and then it's probably Yondu, Star-Lord, and then Nebula. Like Ronan, actually, maybe Yondu Korath. Korath is quite a high damage target as well. So yeah, I think I'm going to go Yondu, Korath, Star-Lord, and then Ronan and Nebula. Alright, is there going to be any... There's no area of effects quite yet, because Yondu's first move is just going to be the standard Yaka arrow going on there. Okay, so we have... Let's use the cleave, the kind of bomb on Rocket Raccoon, because that'll deal damage to 5 targets. The slow is also going to apply to 5 targets here on Quake, which reduces all of their speed, bar gain by 50%. The Ravager, let's use the AoE bomb, because again, that should hit 5 targets as well, so a lot of value from that as well. Very nice there. Yondu's Yaka arrow, unfortunately got a Ravager down. However, like, we got good value out of him, man. He dealt about 25,000 damage, and now we can retaliate with a beefed up Yaka arrow. And here's the part where Gamora comes in, man. She's just cleaning up. Oh no! Damn, we're having some terrible luck with Gamora today. Really? Oh my gosh, that's taking the piss, mate. Taking the piss. Right, we'll throw Cap Shield. Should hopefully get a nice cleave on that. Get a few targets down here. Okay, apply that area of effect slow, and our kind of plan to get Yondu and that down quite quickly was a little bit thwarted by the fact that the taunt came up. But as you can see, like, cleave and area of effect is just so powerful, so dominant in when it comes to raids, so clearing up stuff very quickly. So yeah, not too bad at all. A lot of our damage dealers, like I believe pretty much every single character that's like fully focused on dealing damage now is above kind of 70-80% health. We're going to go in with Drax to start off the next fight as well. Kind of get some more value out of those taunts. And let's see who we are up against in this next matchup. So it's another, even more Guardians of the Galaxy here. I think, you know, in terms of the raids, just to keep stuff a little bit fun, maybe they should look at mixing stuff up so that it's not like all Guardians of the Galaxy, all Mercenary, all Shield, you know, it's kind of going through and you're fighting like various different, you know, different opponents, because it gets a little bit samey sometimes when you're doing these paths. Right, so Drax just unfortunately lost his Taunt there. We're going to summon some Ravengers on Yondu, hopefully get some really decent value out of them. We only got one, man. The Ravenger rolls are so bad today, because he's got a really good chance to summon 2 of them, actually. But unfortunately, yeah, we're just not really seeing that today. So I think we want to go for the Earthquake here, get the offense down. Hopefully that lands on Yondu. Did we get the offense down on Yondu? Oh, or pretty much, actually, I think here, yeah, it just makes sense. We're going to use Rocket's ultimate ability. Just clean each and every single one of these opponents up. Damn, man, that was ridiculous. So much damage. And also Rocket, I'm super glad, because up until, like, a couple of weeks before the launch of the game, Rocket Raccoon was super difficult to get. They've made him like really easy to get. They added in like an event and stuff, and if you start playing the game, yeah, he's quite easy to get. I think you get him as a 3 or 4 star quite quickly. I think my Rocket Raccoon's up to like 5 star now, but he's great. He's such a glass cannon champion, and especially when Groot is added to the game, like Rocket Raccoon is just going to be so powerful because they have such a good synergy together. But yeah, in terms of how our team is holding up, we haven't had to use any items yet. The Drax, he's about 50%, but he can still take some more damage. And, like, in terms of items in this game, like raid charges, they're pretty easy to get your hands on, and you get, like, a good amount of them free every single week. But I barely dip below 500 raid charges for the most part. Right, so I don't really feel confident one-shotting any character with Gamora's ultimate. I don't know, I kind of want to risk it. Okay, we're going to risk it on Korath. Please pay off, man. Please pay off. Yes, there we go. We got the critical hit. Fantastic, because Gamora does have a ultimate, what is it? Her passive ability gives increased critical hit to herself and other Guardians characters, and also just other characters in general as well. But additional bonus crit if it's a Guardians character. I don't know if the bomb's going to be enough to get the, what is it? The Kree Royal Guard and 4 down. But let's go for it. Let's see if it works. Oh yeah, that was a little bit too ambitious there. A little bit too ambitious. Okay, so let's clean this one up. Get 4 down with Gamora's second attack. Single target on that dude. We're going to go in just with the standard slice attack there. Regenerate a little bit on Drax as well. That's what makes him so good for raids, man, that regen ability. Now we have pretty much these standard Guardians, apart from Groot. And we really want to get Rocket Raccoon, especially in this scenario. Rocket Raccoon and Gamora are really our priority targets. We want to make sure Rocket Raccoon does not stay alive and be able to do his ultimate ability here. If he does, then we're in a bit of trouble. And Star-Lord, via his, I think the next ability he can use will allow Rocket to get to his ultimate quite a bit faster. But Yondu, he's taking a bit of a pounding here. And okay, let's use the Yak arrow. There we go. We managed to get Rocket down with a crit. Not too bad there, not too bad at all. We'll fire this off, and that'll cleave down the Gamora right here. And let's use. Should we just use the? I think we'll just use the single target just to make sure Drax goes down. And then we'll fire off the standard slash attack against the Star-Lord here. Could have maybe used the second one actually for the additional turn. But the, what is it, the single target one, it hits quite a bit harder, just the standard basic attack there on Gamora. Okay, so we've got counter attack, we're just going to use that on Yondu, hopefully that's going to dispel. Yeah, unfortunately it didn't dispel anything because she had the evade active. But Yondu, man, he's taken a little bit of a beating this fight. Alright, let's go in with a double slash there, and there we go, Nebula is down. Not too bad at all. So that is 5 nodes clear, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't really had to change around the team setup much. What else do we have next in terms of kind of upcoming nodes? Yeah, I think we'll end the video here because, you know, we've gone through like a lot of the kind of the basic stuff so far. But ladies and gentlemen, that's just a bit of a taster in terms of my you know, general way for dealing with a lot of the fights in the level 50 raid. Again, one of the best parts about raids in Marvel Strike Force is you bring your full roster. So if you've got like a little bit of a weaker roster, some lesser geared characters, you can very happily like alternate your setups depending on the fight, and you know, bring in different tank champions once your main tank is battered down. But again, at the same time, you get a lot of kind of free health potions or raids. What are they called? Like health boosts or something like that. You know, that you just basically cost like 20 of them to fully heal up a character, and it's pretty easy to do. But yeah, level 50 raids so far, they're pretty easy to deal with once you have the the right characters geared and start up, and also with the introduction of Wolverine to the game. Wolverine is an amazing character, man, especially for sustainable fights like that. So, you know, if you're looking for somebody that has a little bit more sustainability, maybe than Gamora, like, I really like Gamora just for finishing stuff up, but once you've logged in for, like, a month or so, like, your Wolverine is going to be very, very stacked, because Wolverine is just associated to logging in, clearing all the daily objectives, and, yeah, has really, really awesome regeneration via his healing factor, passive ability. But ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much it for the level 50 raid gameplay today. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did enjoy it, feel free to smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.